This is the Retroid Pocket 6. And here we are with the unboxing. But first of all, let's take a look at the specs on this device. For the processor, we're looking at a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. This features an 8-core processor running up to 3.2 GHz. This comes in two LPDDR5X RAM variants, 8GB and 12GB. I chose the 12GB model. The internal storage on the lower tier model is 128GB, whereas the higher tier 12GB model is 256GB of storage. Their operating system is Android 13. One of the most impressive features on this device is the 5.5-inch 1080p AMOLED screen running at 120Hz. With a peak brightness of 550 nits, it has active cooling as well as a 6000 mAh battery, Hall effect triggers as well as Hall effect joysticks. And finally, this includes Wi-Fi 7 as well as Bluetooth 5.3. Well, let's get into it. No cheating, I haven't even seen this device myself. Quality assurance accepted, that's nice to see. Of course, it comes with the standard USB Type-C cord. I don't know when companies are going to realize people don't need more of these. I got about 100 of them laying around from different electronics that I've bought. But this one does have the Retroid Pocket branding. Now for the grand finale, let's take a look at it with our own eyes for the first time. Let's take a look at the back. It feels pretty nice. I wouldn't say it feels premium, but it definitely doesn't feel like a cheap device. The triggers have, I would say, like maybe a medium travel to them. I think that does make a little bit more sense on a portable device. The D-pad's a little on the small side. It's also quite angular. I don't know if I care for that. Let's go ahead and power it on. Oh, that's weird. It looks like it was already on standby or something. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through the startup screens because I'm sure you're not here to see that. I do gotta showcase this part though. They already have the emulators on here. You just have to run down the list and accept which ones you want. And excuse the camera quality. I'm running a GoPro 10 and it's not really good at focusing on things close up. Oh, so I just sat there clicking on them all individually when I had to scroll down and just accept all. Okay, don't make that mistake. Okay, so that's pretty weird. It's installing them already and I haven't even gone on Wi-Fi yet. So they just must be saved on the hard drive already. So far, this doesn't really feel like Android. It feels kind of like a custom version. It's completely different. Here it is compared to the Anbernic RG353V. I was really expecting the Retroid to have slightly bigger joysticks. They're roughly the same thing you'd find on something like a Nintendo Switch. Although most importantly, they have a way better range of motion. So yeah, this is not the traditional Android experience that you're used to. This interface is like completely foreign to me. So you can also fully customize the RGB surrounding the joysticks. Once again, you gotta forgive the camera quality. This is my new YouTube channel, we're still small, so I'd appreciate if you drop a like or maybe even leave a comment, and hopefully we grow to the point where we can afford a little bit better equipment. What I like about this device is the screen can get really dim and also get extremely bright. You could probably use it outdoors pretty effectively. Okay, so this is really weird. I took a break from the device, I shut it off, and I came back to this. Now we're just running normal Android. Pretty strange. This is what I'm familiar with. And here's the second portion of the video. Here's where you get to see how it runs games. This is the newly released Warframed on Android.
No, I can't run.
And this is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas for PS2 running on the Ether SX2 emulator.
Push that motherfucker in a second. Yeah. Okay.
A few things I like about this emulator is you can have multiple save states, at least a dozen. The controls are mapped out perfectly. All the games seem to run really good. The program itself is very intuitive, and you can upscale all the games up to 4K. Although we're just running at 1080 right now to optimize the frame rates, and due to the fact that the screen is only 1080p. But if we were to dock this onto a TV, I'd prefer the 4K resolution over a little bit of frame rates. And come to think about it, I'm pretty sure this emulator only caps off at 60 FPS. We're definitely going to be sending more content for this device, so for the next video I think we can explore a little bit deeper into stuff like that. This is an Android game called Delta Force. I personally believe this has the best graphics of any Android game. Although I personally think this device can push a little bit further than the max graphics of these games, because this is on Ultra, this is the highest settings. It's not struggling at all. It's just a little too bad my camera's not doing a good job of showcasing that. And also, unfortunately for this game, I wasn't able to get it to support the controller, but I might also save that for kind of like a part 2. This is a game called T3 Arena. So far, this is probably the best Android shooter I've found in terms of mechanically and even the gameplay itself. This plays a lot like Overwatch. However, the only thing with this game is it's a lot of bots. There's not a lot of real players on here.
Double kill. Triple kill. Quadruple kill. Killing spree.
This game would have the potential to be amazing, but I don't think I'm actually playing against real players. But I can imagine if you're on an actual phone, this is probably a lot harder to play. But we just ended the game 14-0, so it's probably bots. And last of all, this might be the most important thing to you guys, is the Switch emulation. And this is Breath of the Wild, which is considered a pretty demanding game on the hardware. I had to record this on my phone because my phone actually has autofocus, whereas the GoPro doesn't. So we're able to really pick up on the details and resolution. However, I have to hold the phone, so I can't actually use two hands to play the game. This is really just a demonstration of how Switch runs on this device. Well, I decided I wanted to add a little extra to this video, and we're back at Delta Force, what I consider the best looking game on Android. But of course, this isn't really a playable game when I have to hold my phone with one hand and use the touchscreen to navigate with the other hand. But at least you get a gauge of what this game looks like graphically. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I do plan on making more content for this specific device, but this is a review channel. So if you like that kind of thing, make sure to check out the other videos. So hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one.